Death and dementia. It's been a bit since I did a video, but unfortunately, Dad died, and a few weeks ago, and it's kind of what you expect in this. And it's he was not just a good man. He was my hero, and I know my brother feels the same way too. So it's sad, but the dementia had already really just destroyed him. Anyway, and so if you guys are going through some of this stuff and you've watched some of the prior videos, what's next? And the condition mom's in for about 2 weeks before dad died, she didn't remember being married. And so one of the things that we decided to even tell her, because if the dementia's to the point where she can avoid mourning for him, then good. And talking to some of the experts down at the facility, they're saying that if she has a lucid moment where she specifically asks for her husband and she specifically wants to know who he is or where he is, then tell her. And we didn't expect that to happen, but it did. And she called me up and said, I want to know where my husband is and what's going on. So my wife and I drove down there. My brother met us down there. And we told her that he was with God. And we're a religious family. And that was kind of the best way we thought to explain it. And she broke down like you would think. But she's pretty advanced with dementia too. And so about halfway through the conversation, she grabbed a stack of pictures and asked me to bring them to Dad to show him. And then she would kind of remember again that he was dead and then forget. And so over the period of the next couple of days, and we let people know that we told her, but she really doesn't seem to remember. It would come up a few times, and one time I was talking to her on the phone, and she said, I know about, or something. She indicated that she knew about Dad. I forget what it was exactly, and I said, yeah, he's with God, Mom. And she just broke down like it was the first time she'd heard it. And after she stopped crying, I kind of say, it's okay. She's with Grandma and Grandpa. And holy hell, she started going. She didn't know her parents were dead either. And they died 20 years ago. And so just the dementia. And then she asked about our older brother. Is everybody else okay? And she asked about our older brother. And you get to a point, I said, no, he's fine. And so now we're at the point where we don't tell her. If she asks about Dad, we just say you can't see him right now. Once in a great while, she'll say, I know he's gone. And then we'll agree and try to change the subject real quick. But it's she doesn't need to keep mourning over and over and over. We're getting ready to set up or to plan a funeral, trying to figure out if she should even go. But that's kind of the tough spot that we're in right now, which unfortunately some of you are going to be in. Some of the things I did, and I'm not a legal expert, so I'm not giving any legal advice. I'm just telling you what I did and how fucked it turned out to be. Right after Dad died, I called his union because they're sending him pension checks, and I said, hey, Dad died. Stop sending him checks. As soon as I get the death certificate and all those things, I'll give them to you. But I need to do the paperwork to keep Mom on his health insurance, which she's entitled to per the union. And I said, no problem. Somebody will be contacting you, and you'll get a packet in the mail. And a week later, one of Mom's doctors calls and said that the insurance is denied. And I logged on to the union website, which was created for me with power of attorney. And it said this account's suspended because the person is deceased. I called and I said, hey, there's, an error was made. Mom's insurance was canceled. And they said, oh, no, it's not an error. We do that when the person dies. And kind of why the fuck would you do that? And well, don't worry. It's going to be retroactive to when you finish the paperwork. And it's been a few weeks now, so anything's out of pocket. Any appointments, any medications, anything like that, it's out of pocket because she has no insurance right now. And I can't complete the paperwork until I get the death certificate, which if any of you dealt with it, it's 4 to 6 weeks if you're freaking lucky. And I called Social Security and told them he was dead too. So looking back, not giving you any legal advice, If I could do it over, what I would have done is shut the fuck up. I would have shut my fucking mouth, not told anyone he was dead until I had the death certificate in my hand and I could present it to the union. He died on this date. Where's my paperwork? Present it to Social Security. He died on this date. That's what I would do. Not telling you what to do, but that's what I would do. So I'm going through kind of a paperwork nightmare right now because of it. And I'm back dealing with, if you watch prior videos, I'm back dealing with the same cemetery that fucked up my brother's stuff and my grandfather's. And so that's kind of a cluster too. But that's where we are now. I'll update you guys on the process as I start moving through it. Until then, God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.